Kate Middleton is an incredible woman. She has some very interesting facts that are not well known about her life that we're going to be speaking about today.
Who would have thought? I mean, that really is the most extraordinary fairy tale.
Long before she became the Princess of Wales, Kate Middleton spent some time living in Jordan as a young child along with her sister Pippa Middleton and parents Carol and Michael Middleton. Middleton family moved to Jordan in 1984 when Kate was just 2 years old after Michael was offered a job in the country. While living in Jordan, Kate had the opportunity to learn Arabic while attending a nursery for students all around the world. They lived in a 2-story rented villa close to the park and the nursery where Kate went. After joining the royal family, the Princess of Wales seemed to grow close to her husband Prince William's grandmother Queen Elizabeth. But before she became a princess, Kate Middleton had a relatively normal upbringing, which included forging a strong bond with her own grandmother. During an appearance on the Happy Mum, Happy Baby podcast, Kate opened up about her experiences as a young child, saying, "I had an amazing granny who devoted a lot of time to us, playing with us, doing arts and crafts, and going to the greenhouse to do gardening and cooking with us."
I had an amazing granny who devoted a lot of time for us.
Kate Middleton is regularly photographed as a member of the British royal family, but she was no stranger to posing for pictures prior to marrying Prince William. When she was a child, her family started Party Pieces, an online business selling party decorations and supplies. And from early on, Kate and her siblings, Pippa and James Middleton, were involved with the company in a major way. In a since-deleted blog post, Carol Middleton celebrated the 30th anniversary of Party Pieces. "It is still very much a family business today, and over the years, all my children have played a huge part in it, from modeling for the catalog to developing new categories for the brand," Kate's mom wrote while sharing a photo of her children posing for the brand. Basically, it seems that Kate has never been shy in front of the camera, and her family's business is where it all started. Since joining the royal family, Kate Middleton has acquired a number of new names and titles, including the Duchess of Cambridge, the Princess of Wales, the Duchess of Cornwall, and she's become a member of the House of Windsor. It has also been revealed that when she was a child, Kate acquired some very unexpected and slightly rude nicknames that are likely to come to a surprise to some royal fans. In the documentary Kate Middleton Biography, which was released in 2011, royal experts discussed Kate's behavior at the college, with author Claudia Joseph revealing that the future Duchess had exposed herself to students who were passing by her window. Royal expert Christopher Anderson seemingly confirmed the story, saying she was so famous for this at the school she became known as Kate Middlebehind, which is certainly unexpected. While it's hard to imagine Kate Middleton with anyone other than Prince William, the future Princess of Wales apparently fell in love with her high school boyfriend Harry Blakelock, who she met when she was attending Marlborough College. And even during her gap year, before she started attending the University of St. Andrews, Kate allegedly had a hard time getting over her ex-boyfriend. Of course, if Kate reignited her romance with Blakelock, then she may not have started dating Prince William at the University of St. Andrews. As a result, it would seem that everything happens for a reason. Kate Middleton took a year off from studying to travel the world. Interestingly enough, Prince William did the same, embarking on some worldwide journeys prior to committing to college.
Catherine Middleton, William, Wales.
As reported by the Mail on Sunday, Kate first decided to travel to Florence, Italy with some of her girlfriends, with the group sharing accommodation and enjoying their time in the city for 3 months.
But we did become, very close friends from quite early on.
Discussing Kate's Italian adventure, a source said Kate's mom, Carol, teased Kate about an Italian waiter, saying, "Isn't he handsome?" She would try to get Kate to take an interest in boys and say things like, "Let's go buy you some nice clothes, darling."
I think as any mother would be, she was absolutely over the moon, and actually had quite an awkward situation.
After leaving Italy, Kate ventured to Patagonia in Chile, where she joined an expedition organized by Raleigh International, a company with whom Prince William also completed a trip a few months earlier. During her stay in Chile, Kate was part of a group that helped to construct a fire station to a local village, with the instructor praising the future princess's work ethic to the Daily Mail. Actor and celebrity insider Pepe Weintraub has said, "I speculate that Kate is a very good person who's been dealt some hard hands, from Prince William apparently cheating to unfortunate health diagnosis. It seems like she just deserves so much better, and I worry that she might not get it."
The surgery was successful. However, tests after the operation found cancer had been present.
Meghan Markle might be onto something in Hollywood, but it doesn't mean that Kate Middleton isn't doing the right thing over in England. The Telegraph reported that Catherine had joined an all-female rowing crew called the Sisterhood and had begun training to row from England to France with the team. Despite being a well-known figure due to her relationship with Prince William, with whom she was separated from at the time, Kate reportedly had to work extremely hard to to prove herself and gain a space on the crew. Emma Sale told the Daily Mail, "Kate has done all the training and she's really committed. She is physically very fit, but she's also strong mentally." Despite seeming to be a respected member of the team, it was reported that Kate would no longer be taking part in cross-channel race along her fellow rowers, leading many to speculate that she'd reunited with Prince William. For the longest time, the Duchess of Cornwall has been referred to by the media as Kate Middleton, but apparently the royal isn't all that enamored with the moniker. In a special report for The Express, writer Adam Helliker shared the inside scoop on a very particular email Kate had allegedly sent to her friends, in which she requested that everybody start calling her by her birth name of Catherine instead of the nickname used in the media. Whatever the reason is behind Kate's decision to go by the more formal version of her name, it would seem that the princess has no trouble making her preferences known to those around her. Speaking to People, royal expert Valentine Lowe said of the Duchess in Cornwall, "She has this public image of being nice and smiley and, dare I say, innocuous." He continued, "But she is actually strong-minded, strong-willed, and prepared to fight for what she wants and what she thinks is right."
Before Queen Elizabeth II passed away, she asked Princess Catherine to take over some of her important roles.
With Catherine beside him, our new Prince and Princess of Wales will, I know, continue to inspire and lead our national conversation.
In 2019, the Queen made Catherine the royal patron of the Royal Photographic Society, which is a position that she had held for 67 years.
On the 25th of June 2019, Queen has passed the patronage to the Duchess.
And this was definitely a meaningful decision because Catherine has a very strong interest in photography. And that same year, Queen Elizabeth also passed on her role as royal patron of the Family Action Charity to Catherine.
The Royal Photographic Society and Action for Children, Queen has passed the patronage to the Duchess.
Some of you know that she was involved with this charity for 65 years, and even before that, her grandmother, Queen Mary, had a role in it. And this transition to Catherine was definitely a significant and heartfelt move. Another reason is that Princess Catherine is just down to earth.
How's it? Somebody is it? The colours change all the time. Yeah. Okay.
She's known for being down to earth and humble, even though she's a future queen and famous worldwide. Unlike Princess Diana, who was also loved by many, but not always seen as grounded, Catherine has managed to stay very connected to everyday life, according to royal biographer Christopher Wilson. And this is what Christopher Wilson had to say in his own words. "What Kate has managed to achieve, and I think in a better way than Princess Diana did, is to combine magic with retaining a sense of the ordinary. Kate has kept her feet on the ground, coming from this determinedly middle-class family, which has in turn helped to ground William too. Their marriage is strong because of that." When we look at the public too, they also believe in her. Many people, including strangers, friends, and experts, have confidence in Princess Catherine's ability to become a great queen in the future. Catherine is highly regarded by the public, and in July of 2023, she became the most popular member of the royal family in the United States, and this is based on data from YouGov.
Is Kate Middleton even more powerful than the Queen herself? The Duchess will soon be leading the royal family.
Her net approval rating was +35, which way surpassed Prince Harry and Prince William. And over in the UK, she ranked as the 4th most popular royal, only behind the late Queen Elizabeth II, Prince William, and Princess Anne. Kate also was very determined to master her role as a royal. Following her marriage to Prince William in 2011, Princess Catherine dedicated considerable time and energy to understand her role within the royal family and to lay the groundwork for her future legacy. Rebecca Priestley, who worked as Catherine's private secretary for 7 years actually, she reminisced about the early days of the princess's royal journey and highlighted her thoughtful and introspective approach as a newlywed. And Rebecca Priestley had this to say specifically. Catherine wanted to get under the skin of this new role and the challenges she was about to take on. She wanted to learn. there were a lot of under the radar visits, and she saw people privately to help her understand the issues she wanted to put her name to. These were lifelong decisions she was taking. She wanted to have credibility when she spoke, and that actually takes huge strength of character.
It's going to take, generations, and I'm keen to support this for the long term.
Another major reason is that Kate has been doing solo trips. In recent times, particularly since Queen Elizabeth II's passing in September of 2022, Princess Catherine has embraced her role as the future queen, and she not only fulfills her royal duties alongside Prince William and other family members, but also confidently attends numerous events on her own, just going solo. Throughout 2023, Catherine has represented the royal family at various significant occasions in London, such as the opening of the Young V&A and Hope Street, as well as the reopening of the National Portrait Gallery, demonstrating her growing confidence and grace. One source, as a matter of fact, commented about this, and this is what they had to say. It used to be that you would never see Kate at an event without William, but now she's attending many official functions on her own now, a sign that she's ready to be queen. Meghan Markle has been warned to be careful with what she says about or does to her sister-in-law, Kate Middleton. Kate says that she is prepared to play dirty if she has to. So in early 2023, there were reports suggesting that Meghan Markle had plans to write a memoir following the footstep of her husband, Prince Harry, with his memoir Spare. However, these claims were quickly dismissed, and more recently though, it has been rumored that Meghan and her team are pitching ideas to Netflix to capitalize on the success of their highly impactful Netflix docuseries from the previous year about, the royal family and their challenges. And in their interview with Oprah Winfrey, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Harry and Meghan, they made some serious allegations about race and bullying from the royal institution. Now sources are saying that Kate is not afraid to fight fire with fire, and she's also willing to break the traditional royal family rule of never complain, never explain, as she fights back against any perceived injustices towards her or her family. They also mentioned that Kate is fiercely protective when it comes to her family and is prepared to defend their interests even if it makes her less popular with certain people. One source had this to say specifically. In this case, she felt a polite but strong message needed to be sent back to the Sussexes, namely that there were other interpretations and views about certain events and instances which the world needed to know in no uncertain terms. Also, the insider then proceeded to offer a word of caution to Meghan to be extremely careful when making any accusations, especially considering her potential new projects and her rumored memoir. Even if she doesn't publish the memoir now, it could come in the future, could have a lot to say about the royal family. But the source then went on to add this: Kate won't hesitate to keep sticking up for the royals as well as herself. She's shown an incredible amount of tolerance and bitten her lip, but even she can only be pushed so far, and this latest revelation is seen as a clear message for Meghan to back off and watch what she says about Kate moving forward. The bottom line here is Kate isn't afraid to take the gloves off and play dirty if she has to. It's about self-preservation and not being walked all over. So this side of Kate Middleton shows that she isn't somebody to mess with. You don't want to mess with Kate and get on her bad side. And actually, author Valentine Lowe, he mentioned this about her, and he said that Kate is playing the long game. According to Valentine Lowe, Kate once said, "I'm going to be the queen one day." So she's boasting about this. And according to him, she has always had her eye on the goal of being queen one day. So it's definitely no surprise that the Princess of Wales, Kate Middleton, stands strong against anything that could harm or spoil her reputation and the reputation of her family. And of course, this is a characteristic that people would expect from a potential future queen. So Meghan Markle nor Prince Harry have overtly said anything directly defamatory about Kate specifically, privacy, and they likely won't ever, now that we know that Kate isn't somebody to mess with and that this warning has been made. Like, she's ready to play dirty, take the gloves off. Like, I don't want to see that side of Kate.
The campaign is fundamentally about shining a spotlight on the critical importance of early childhood.
Well, if that's a byproduct of what's going on, how jolly convenient. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
It's being said that Kate Middleton is making Meghan Markle less noticeable and less significant, less important within the royal family. Like, she's just completely outshining Meghan right now. One expert, Nicholas Owens, he used strong words while talking about the inner workings of the royals. But Nicholas Owens also praised Kate Middleton for becoming more confident and comfortable in her role in the royal family after just 5 months. Kate and Prince William, as a matter of fact, recently they had a significant trip to Cornwall and they visited the National Maritime Museum and even rode on an old boat from the 1940s. And as you could imagine, people of course were really excited to see them and they lined the streets just to catch a glimpse of them. So the expert believes that Kate Middleton is really liked by the public and that her popularity is 100% solid. Nicholas Owens, he specifically said this.
She's really come into her own. Her popularity is absolutely assured. We're talking about Kate, we're talking about the Princess of Wales. She's got new advisors around her.
Particularly one lady, a real toughie, is a sort of one of her main assistants. Now, Nicholas Owens, he also went on to say this.
Beyond the exterior that we all see, the smiling face, the easy way with crowds, the wonderful way Kate has with children, there is also some steel going on there.
The determination to sort of set herself out a role, rather, as you say, but is she seeing off Meghan in the process?
Well, if that's a byproduct of what's going on, how jolly convenient. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Pushing Meghan further and further into the background.
And Kate Middleton even hired somebody who is an expert in branding and marketing to work as her private secretary. Also, someone close to the royals, they said that this choice is a clear sign that Kate is trying to change how she presents herself to the public. And this is what they had to say. What the Princess of Wales is doing is a very clear sign that she is redefining herself now that she has this new role. They also explained that Kate has a greater platform now and must have the right team to deliver for her. In the beginning of 2023, Kate shared a special look into her life by starting a new Instagram account. And she created this new account to showcase the important work that she does for raising awareness about early childhood. And when she launched the account, Kate posted a picture of herself as a baby on her official Instagram account. And this really connected with people. The picture shows a young Kate reaching out to her father, Michael Middleton, who is holding her. And she encouraged everyone to have conversations with their loved ones. This was all part of her campaign called Shaping Us. This campaign in particular aims to help people see the importance that the early years of a child's life is when it comes to shaping them for their future.
The campaign is fundamentally about shining a spotlight on the critical importance of early childhood and how it shapes the adults we become.
So the work that Kate Middleton is doing right now is really connecting with people. It's really making a difference and it's having a positive impact.
This is why it is essential.
And Kate, she's constantly working to get better, to have her message be received better, to present herself better in the public eye, to connect with more and more and more people. And with her doing this and stepping into her new role as the future queen, right? It's just kind of brushing Meghan Markle aside, and people are saying that, yeah, Kate is just outshining Meghan right now. Like, it's completely night and day. Surprising rules Catherine, Princess of Wales, also known as Kate Middleton, must follow. There's a rule of playing no Monopoly. Yeah, Kate, she has been forbidden from participating in playing Monopoly. And for this rule, like, it's actually not officially documented since it was not established when the game was created, but it exists within the royal family as an informal regulation.
Before her death, Queen Elizabeth had banned the royal family from playing Monopoly. Let me explain. Each year, families families and friends around the world often gather to sit down to play board games, but sadly, it is not one of the games that the royal family can play during their game nights.
Prince Andrew was actually the one that publicly revealed that they avoid playing competitive games like Monopoly due to concerns about excessive competitiveness leading to family conflicts. And it seems like there were past incidences that prompted the creation of this rule within the family. And yeah, it applies to games, not just Monopoly, but similar games like it. There's also the rule when it comes to waving. So Kate Middleton is actually expected to be a highly skilled person in executing the royal wave. And we all know the royal wave. The Queen did it all the time, Queen Elizabeth II. This holds great significance and importance in the lives of royals and is treated with great seriousness. A comprehensive set of protocols governs the Windsor wave, as it's known as, which Kate must always follow.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Now, the purpose of the wave is to enhance the royal family women's elegance and to minimize the risk of wrist strain caused by excessive waving. The next rule Kate Middleton must follow has to do with hats. There is a requirement of wearing a hat when venturing out in public for formal engagements. In earlier times, it was deemed inappropriate for women to appear in public without a hat, and this custom was preserved within the royal family. So consequently, women within the royal family, including Kate Middleton, are strongly encouraged to wear hats whenever they are in public, even if it's not a formal engagement. The next rule is a hard one for the ladies out there, but there's a restriction on nail polish. This restriction on Kate Middleton has to do with brightly colored nail polish though.
She may not be the Queen of England yet, but Kate Middleton definitely rules the style game. Not only does she have a clever trick for repeating her outfits, but she can even make wearing heels less painful.
The use of vivid nail polish shades is strictly prohibited, and she's only permitted to wear subtle and conventional colors, meaning vibrant reds, purples, greens, blues, and similar shades are completely off limits. I know, ladies, yeah, that would be hard. So her options are very limited to beige and light pink if she does desire to deviate slightly. And this rule also extends to hair colors, so it's unlikely that we'll see the Princess of Wales, Kate Middleton, with brightly colored hair in the foreseeable future. Now, since 2019, members of the royal family are strictly prohibited from donning any attire made from authentic fur. While this may appear to be in line with contemporary fashion trends, the rule has historical roots all the way back to 1137. King Edward III established a law that prohibited anyone, including his own family, from wearing fur. And it's important to note that despite the occasional sighting of Kate Middleton wearing a fur hat in public, it's actually faux fur, so it's not real at all. So it's entirely permissible to do so, and it doesn't violate any of the regulations. Kate Middleton must also stay very neutral. Members of the royal family are required to adhere to a neutral position. Expressing political opinions or taking a stance on political matters, particularly in public or through media engagements, is strongly discouraged. Their political views are meant to remain private and undisclosed to the world, and this restriction, of course, is a logical one considering that their role is non-political, and sharing their personal opinions on political matters would be irrelevant to the general public anyways. Or maybe not, maybe it could sway the public in one direction or another, which would be kind of unfair. Another rule Kate Middleton must follow is that she must always have at all times a black outfit ready. When the Princess of Wales travels abroad, she must ensure that she carries an all-black outfit with her. And this precaution is in place in the event that a royal family member passes away while she's away, requiring her to be prepared for mourning by having the appropriate attire readily available. And this one comes as a no-brainer. There's no public undressing. Now, at first glance, it may seem pretty obvious, like, you know, any member of the royal family, including Kate Middleton, shouldn't be undressing in public. However, the definition of undressing in this context, it actually goes further than the ordinary sense of the term. Even the act of taking off a coat is considered undressing. And Kate Middleton, she has to ensure that she's not seen doing so in public. So if she wishes to remove her coat, it must be done in private. This means that, for instance, if she transitions from outdoors to indoors and the temperature is hotter inside, she has to wait till she's in a private area before taking off her coat. Kate Middleton is stepping down and taking a break from royal duties, and some reports are literally comparing her to Meghan Markle.
By the way, you be careful what you say now, because these guys, they're filming.
I know.
According to insider reports from the Mirror publication, the Princess of Wales, Kate Middleton, is choosing to reduce her royal engagements, and they're saying that she's taking inspiration from Meghan Markle to concentrate on her family. The source revealed that Kate has deliberately cleared her schedule, at least for the near upcoming weeks, and who knows how much longer she's going to be clearing her schedule. But this is to be with her children, Prince George, as well as Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis.
This decision comes as their eldest son, Prince George, along with Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis, enjoys a well-deserved October half-term break from school.
Specifically, she is prioritizing her eldest son, Prince George, who's facing exams and could use her support during this stressful time at school. This decision is because of Kate's commitment to her family's well-being, and it really amplifies her hands-on approach to parenting. And by the way, her parenting style is something that she's gotten a lot of praise for in the past. This decision is because of Kate's commitment to her family's well-being, and it really amplifies her hands-on approach to parenting. And by the way, her parenting style, really hands-on and getting so involved with her children, is something that she's gotten a lot of praise for in the past, and it's definitely something really difficult to manage, especially being a senior royal princess. Your hands are everywhere. Kate Middleton has been appearing at public events, including university lectures, as well as Rugby World Cup games, representing the royal family, of course. But she's now chosen to take a break from her royal responsibilities, and this decision is something that many of us saw coming. Like, when you take a look, there were a lot of signs, as well as reports from July of 2023, suggesting that she was losing interest in her royal duties. Recent reports have highlighted Kate's decrease in royal engagements. Take a look. She made 40 solo appearances and 40 joint ones with Prince William in 2023. But this is a significant drop from the 120 engagements that she had in 2019. And another thing to note is that although she usually keeps her personal life very private, she did hint at her mental health concerns in May of 2023 when she stressed the importance of discussing emotions openly. And reports are saying that this might have influenced her choice to take a step down from her royal duties. And like I said, people are comparing her to Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle, of course, is Kate Middleton's sister-in-law, and she has openly discussed her mental health struggles as well. In 2021, Meghan and Prince Harry moved to California, and they cited intense media pressure as well as tensions within the royal family as the reasons for stepping down and moving.
Is then stealing the limelight or is doing the job better than the person who was born to do this.
Meghan has also revealed that she felt like she didn't want to be alive anymore during her time in the UK, leading the couple to step back from their royal duties and move to the US.
It was really hard. Look, I was really ashamed to say it at the time, and ashamed to have to admit it.
And now they're currently engaged in Hollywood projects, including media deals with Netflix to create new content. And Meghan and Harry's move from the UK seems permanent, but Kate's decision to step back appears to be temporary. At least that's what it looks like. And her main aim is to actually just focus on her children for now. And that's the hope. Could you imagine if Kate was like, okay, I'm stepping down permanently from all of my royal duties? That would be chaos in the royal family. So I don't think that'll be the case at all. I think she really loves the royal life and she's very committed to it. And I think most people would be sympathetic to her current condition. She's been going really hard over the past years, representing the royal family, trying to be the glue to help keep the royal family together, help keep the image in the public eye in a positive light. All of that, as well as trying to manage your household and be a good mom. There have been some signs over the years that Kate Middleton is jealous of Meghan Markle. But why would Kate Middleton be jealous of Meghan Markle in the first place? Meghan Markle gained significant fame as an established actress, notably known for her portrayal of Rachel Zane on Suits for 7 seasons from 2011 to 2018. However, upon marrying Prince Harry in 2018, she decided to temporarily step away from her acting career. And despite this, Meghan remains a prominent figure in the media, particularly due to her ongoing feud with the royal family. Now, reports do suggest that her relationship with most of Harry's family members has been very challenging, leading the couple to relinquish their royal duties in 2020 and move to California. Prince Harry and Meghan's relationship with his brother Prince William and his wife Kate Middleton has been especially strained. And there has been some speculations that have risen that Kate harbored some jealousy towards Meghan from the outset, possibly stemming from Meghan's successfully independent career. But what is this jealousy claim based on? Let's take a closer look. So Prince William and Kate, they met during their university days and they got married back in 2011. Now, Kate has been dedicated to her royal responsibilities without pursuing a separate career outside of her royal role. And some sources say that Kate felt a little envious of Meghan's ability to establish a successful career beyond her royal duties, and Kate herself doesn't have anything really established for herself outside of her royal life. According to a report from Medium, Meghan's presence in the royal family overshadowed Kate, and she became upset with the media and the public's adoration towards Meghan. Now, the report suggests that Kate had always seen herself as the queen of the people's heart, which is a role that was previously associated with Princess Diana. We know that Kate has aspirations and she's preparing herself to possibly also be queen one day. But when she realized that Meghan could easily fill that position, she allegedly took action to undermine Meghan. And the same report indicates that this motivation led Kate and William to manipulate the media against Harry and Meghan, fabricating false narratives to portray Meghan as the villain while presenting Kate as pure and almost angelic-like. And it's also been confirmed that William's team leaked rumors about Harry and Meghan to the press. So could there be some truth to this after all? You know, Kate being a little jealous of Meghan? It's possible. As a matter of fact, even Prince Harry has openly expressed his belief that his brother and sister-in-law Kate were jealous of Meghan because she was performing her royal duties better than them. He mentioned this during an episode of his Netflix docuseries, Harry and Meghan, stating that Meghan's success in her role seemed to upset certain people. While there have been reports of Kate being jealous of Meghan, there have also been suggestions that the feelings of jealousy are actually the other way around though. Now, some reports do indicate that it's actually flipped. You know, Meghan is the one who feels envious of Kate and how much the public adores her. In January of 2023, royal expert Kinsey Schofield asserted her belief that Meghan still holds this envy towards Kate. And this is what she said. "I believe that Harry and Meghan are bitterly jealous of the Prince and Princess of Wales." Kinsey Schofield also claimed that Harry's aspirations to become king played a role in the ongoing feud between the couples. While acknowledging that William and Kate don't appear to be that fond of Harry and Meghan and their relationship, she did dismiss the notion that their issues were actually rooted in jealousy. And Kinsey went on to say this: "William and Catherine's issue with Meghan had nothing to do with jealousy. Their values were just dramatically different than Meghan Markle."
It has been an incredibly tough couple of months for our entire family.
Kate Middleton, the Princess of Wales, has finally revealed the truth about what's been going on with her. And guys, it's very sad.
There was an announcement just coming in from Buckingham Palace.
And no, this was not according to a supposed royal insider or some royal expert, whatever that means. But no, we actually heard directly from Kate Middleton herself, from her own lips.
In January, I underwent major abdominal surgery in London.
And in a video that she posted, she revealed that she's been battling with cancer, guys. The palace has also confirmed that she began chemotherapy in February of 2024. Now, earlier in January 2024, she underwent successful major abdominal surgery, initially thought to be non-cancerous. However, post-surgery tests, yeah, they showed otherwise.
It was thought that my condition was non-cancerous, and cancer had been present.
And then in an emotional statement recorded in Windsor, Kate spoke of the challenging months for her family, but also offered hope to other people that are facing battles with cancer or similar battles.
I'm also thinking of all those whose lives have been affected by cancer. You are not alone.
In her message, she was wearing a blue and white striped jumper and jeans. Kate shared that doctors informed her about the presence of cancer in her body and recommended a course of preventative chemotherapy. She confirmed that she's currently in early stages of this treatment, so things are pretty much up in the air, guys. We don't really know how serious this cancer actually is. And more specifically, in Kate's message that was recorded by BBC Studios, Kate said, and I quote,
I wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you personally
for all the wonderful messages of support and for your understanding whilst I have been recovering from surgery.
It has been an incredibly tough couple of months for our entire family.
But I've had a fantastic medical team who have taken great care of me, for which I am so grateful. In January, I underwent major abdominal surgery in London.
And at the time, it was thought that my condition was non-cancerous.
The surgery was successful. However, tests after the operation found cancer had been present. And then she went on to say,
my medical team therefore advised that I should undergo a course of preventative chemotherapy.
And I am now in early stages of that treatment. This, of course, came as a huge shock, and William and I have been doing everything we can to process and manage this privately for the sake of our young family.
As you can imagine, this has taken time.
So yeah, like I said, this is directly from Kate, guys. She is in the video. It's not CGI, it's not AI or anything like that. This is a big shock to the world because everybody was wondering what was going on with Kate. So many theories popped up, so many supposed sightings of Kate. Some people made fun of Kate being absent from the public eye, while others were generally curious and concerned about what was going on because people just didn't know. But yeah, now we know, and it's tough news. It's tough news, especially for her loved ones, and of course the public who love her. Understandably, I could see why Kate waited so long to go public with this news. She's a future queen consort, and a lot is riding on her shoulders. But most importantly, her husband and her children, like, they really rely on her presence. Like, she's a mom, she's a wife, she's just an all-around great person. She has a great reputation as well, just a loving, kind-hearted woman. So with all this going on, you could imagine that she was probably just really scared of what this diagnosis meant for her future. And will she be here? You know, will she overcome it? A lot of thoughts going on in her head. That's natural. And given her cancer diagnosis and ongoing treatment, there's no set time frame for her to return to royal duties. But Kate did mention that she's now focusing on her recovery, and we can only hope that she fully recovers from this. In her video statement, she also specifically said, we hope that you will understand that as a family,
we now need some time, space, and privacy while I complete my treatment.
My work has always brought me a deep sense of joy, and I look forward to being back when I'm able. But for now, I must focus on making a full recovery.
At this time, I'm also thinking of all those whose lives have been affected by cancer.
For everyone facing this disease in whatever form, please do not lose faith or hope. You are not alone. And those words right there just speak to the big heart that Kate Middleton has. I remember some months back, she stepped down from active royal duties. She said that she wanted to focus on her children and whatnot. So maybe she was feeling the effects of the cancer back then. This news of Kate, by the way, arrives amidst the King Charles, his own struggles with cancer. following Buckingham Palace's announcement on February 5th, 2024 regarding his diagnosis of having a form of cancer. King Charles has been undergoing weekly treatment for the illness and maintaining a limited schedule of public engagements. And now here we have Kate's diagnosis on top of all of this. It definitely is something that hit the royal family like a ton of bricks. I can only imagine, right? And theories can now be put to rest though. We finally know. And I hope King Charles and Kate Middleton are able to overcome this along with the rest of their family. Word is that the Princess of Wales, Kate Middleton, isn't exactly thrilled about the idea of running into the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. There's some chatter that she's feeling a bit anxious about the possibility of Harry and Meghan getting an invite for Christmas 2023.
And you said yes, obviously.
Of course, yes. Yeah.
Like, I could only imagine her anxiety and how it extends not just on this occasion, but other occasions that members of the royal family usually attend together. And just thinking about the potential awkwardness of a royal family Christmas that has Meghan, Harry, William, Kate, and King Charles all in one room, yeah, that gives me anxiety. But getting into the details though, insiders have shared that Kate is kind of on edge, thinking that Meghan and her family might show up uninvited for a royal face-off during Christmas 2023. Recent news suggests that Meghan really wants Prince Harry to mend things with his dad and brother, and Kate's concerned that this family drama might spark up again like crazy throughout the holiday season.
I've got a photographic memory, pretty much a legal superhero.
The insider also specifically had this to say. She's made no secret of the fact that she's also concerned they may effectively try to gatecrash the family festivities. If that happened, she'd be furious. The plans are all so up in the air, they're not sure what's happening, which is naturally creating a lot of unsettled feelings, and Kate is feeling stressed and on edge about it all. Kate just wants a peaceful family Christmas without drama, and she knows that if Harry and Meghan show up, it will ruin it, and they'll be forced to endure yet more conflict and upset. The source spilled some more details too, saying that Prince William is also feeling just as on edge as Kate is. Apparently, he's not too thrilled about the idea of catching up with his brother Harry or Harry's wife Meghan, but he's all in to see his niece and nephew though. But where does Harry and Meghan stand on this issue? In response to this, one journalist named Lynn Carrot reports that apparently Meghan and Harry are open to spending some time with the family during the holidays. And here's what she had to say, and I quote, "According to friends of Meghan and Harry, they are keen to return to the family fold to see more of Charles, allow their children, Archie and Lilibet, to spend the festive season with their grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins, which they have never done before." One thing to mention is that Kate Middleton and Meghan Markle's rocky relationship goes back a few years, and according to a writer, Omid Scobie, in his new book, Endgame, Inside the Royal Family and the Monarchy's Fight for Survival, he says that Kate wasn't really in favor of Meghan from the start. He says that her doubts began when Meghan first joined the royal family, and things got even more strained since Prince Harry and Meghan took a step back from their senior royal roles and moved to California in 2020. And of course, Prince William and Harry's relationship was a bit strained too, especially after Harry claimed in his book Spare that William got physical with him during an altercation one time.
Insiders are saying that Meghan Markle felt she was more qualified than Kate Middleton to speak on charitable matters. Yeah, that is quite the claim.
Yeah, extraordinary. I'm sure you're experiencing the same.
Source tells The Telegraph that Meghan believed her background in philanthropy granted her a greater authority to address certain issues compared to Princess Kate.
For me, it's very important to meeting with the right organizations behind the scenes quietly.
The insider added that upon joining the royal family, the Duchess of Sussex felt she could share her wisdom and teach the royal family a thing or two about charity. Meghan was also allegedly uncomfortable with the Prince and Princess of Wales holding a higher status in the palace hierarchy.
You'll often hear people say, well, you're helping women find their voices. and I fundamentally disagree with that.
So now this is where the claims get even nastier. As we know, Meghan was an actress prior to joining the royal family, so sources say that Meghan felt like she was a self-made woman, having built a career for herself before Prince Harry, whereas she felt Kate hadn't really had her own career. So the source said she seemed to feel like she had more of a right to speak than her sister-in-law, who had married into the family as an unknown, whereas Meghan regarded herself as a philanthropist.
Wow, you're pretty.
Good. You've hit on me. We can get it out of the way that I am not interested.
No, I'm sorry, I wasn't hitting on you.
Trust me.
I hope these comments are true. First of all, it shouldn't be a contest for who's more charitable, and that's kind of what it feels like. And second, I think it's unfair to discredit someone's success like that, especially considering Prince William and Princess Kate met in college, so majority of her adulthood has been spent with him. Not to mention, success means different things to different people. However, these allegations are simply from a royal insider and not the royal family. Who knows what was really said, if anything at all. Now we know there's been rumblings about a feud between Meghan and Kate over the years. Omid Scobie previously wrote in his book Finding Freedom that Kate did not establish a meaningful relationship with Meghan. Reports also suggested that Meghan received a lukewarm reception from a more formal William and Kate as a relationship with Prince Harry became serious. So in Harry's book Spare, he mentioned that when he first introduced Meghan to his brother, Kate remained in the garden, so that wasn't exactly the warm welcome that they had anticipated. Of course, Omid's latest book, Endgame, Inside the Royal Family and the Monarchy's Fight for Survival, makes even more comments about the apparent royal rift. Harry and Meghan are currently facing a lot of backlash as they stay silent on some of the more explosive accusations published, specifically regarding the comments two royals allegedly made about their son Archie. So Meghan and Harry previously made these claims to Oprah during their 2021 tell-all interview. Meghan said there were conversations in the palace about Archie's skin color,
Concerns and conversations about how dark his skin might be when he's born.
What?
However, they did not mention by name who made these comments. But the Dutch version of Scobie's book revealed that the two royals were King Charles and Kate Middleton, allegedly. This allegation was only in the Dutch version, and since it was released, Omid has apparently insisted that he did not include the names, so I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but these are some serious accusations. The royal family has yet to publicly comment on any of the stories in Endgame, which is a business-as-usual approach for the firm, but apparently legal action is not off the table. According to sources, the final decision to take legal action lies with King Charles, and he apparently will not act hastily. Sources close to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex tell the Daily Mail that Meghan never intended for King Charles and Princess Kate to be identified in the book.
Meghan Markle and Princess Kate have had their fair share of difficulties in their relationship, and there have been some clear signs that these two women just can't get along at all.
Yeah, extraordinary. I'm sure you're experiencing the same.
Author Omid Scobie pointed fingers at Kate Middleton, accusing her of not building a meaningful friendship with Meghan in his book Finding Freedom, written with collaboration of the Sussexes, by the way. Now, the Duchess, Meghan, never progressed beyond a courteous relationship with Kate, and it seems like Kate didn't go out of her way either to make Meghan feel included.
I just think being able to sort of come together to find some sort of common ground.
The Sussexes reportedly believed Kate didn't play a role in bridging the divide between the brothers, Harry and William, as she remained fiercely loyal to her husband and the royal family. Outside of that, though, Meghan is said to have felt that she had a greater right to speak compared to her sister-in-law Kate.
A company had approached me and they basically just wanted to do MeghanMarkle.com.
According to a source from The Telegraph, the Duchess of Sussex saw herself as a self-made woman with more life experience than Kate, who has, per Meghan's perspective, hadn't really built her own career. Whoa.
Wow, you're pretty.
Good. You've hit on me. We can get it out of the way that I am not interested.
No, I'm sorry, I wasn't hitting on you.
Trust me.
And here's what the source also added. She seemed to feel like she had more of a right to speak than her sister-in-law, who had married into the family as an unknown, whereas Meghan regarded herself as a philanthropist who could teach the royals a thing or two about charity. I think she found it difficult that the Royal Foundation was already a well-oiled machine by the time she got there.
For me, it's very important to meeting with the right organizations behind the scenes quietly.
Another sign is that in Prince Harry's book Spare, Prince Harry shares an instance where his wife and his sister-in-law Kate didn't quite see eye to eye during the early days of their relationship. There was a disagreement about bridesmaid dresses before their wedding that left Meghan in tears, and Kate apparently made a face when Meghan borrowed her lip gloss. Also, according to Omid Scobie's new book, Endgame, Kate Middleton also reacts with a combination of shuddering as well as giggling every time that she hears Meghan Markle's name mentioned. Meghan Markle has also criticized Kate herself in her and Harry's docu-series on Netflix, and reflecting on their initial meeting, Meghan expressed her surprise at the formalities behind the scene among members of the royal family, and she talked about the perceived lack of warmth from Kate, mentioning no hugging policy that seemed to characterize their interactions. And speaking about this whole thing in an episode of the docuseries, here's what Meghan had to say in her own words. When Will and Kate came over and I met her for the first time, they came over for dinner. I remember I was in ripped jeans and I was barefoot. I was a hugger. I've always been a hugger. I didn't realize that is really jarring for a lot of Brits. I guess I started to understand very quickly that the formality on the outside carried through on the inside. There is a forward-facing way of being, and then you close the door and go, oh, you can relax now. But the formality carries over on both sides, and that was surprising to me. And also, another sign was that before the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's royal wedding in May of 2018, Harry claims that Meghan Markle made a bold remark about Kate, suggesting that she must have baby brain due to her hormones. The comment didn't sit well at all with Kate, as you could imagine, and according to the book, Harry claims that she was very upset and Meghan apologized, explaining it was just how she talks to her friends. However, William stepped in and reportedly pointed a finger at Meghan, and he said, well, it's rude, Meghan. These things are not done here. And that's when Meghan responded by saying, if you don't mind, keep your finger out of my face. This remark reportedly left Meghan very upset, especially as she was reportedly warned that she wasn't close enough to Kate to make remarks about her hormones or just say things like that at all to Kate. They just weren't there yet on that level. So these are just some of the signs from both perspectives, Harry, Meghan, Kate, William, from their perspectives of why these two women never get along, or it doesn't seem like they fostered a real genuine friendship or relationship in the first place.